start. When you're ready. You go, Jack.
Mo, just how excited were you after the weekend's game?
Yeah, I was actually really excited. Big game for the fans and the players, biggest game of the year. So to win at home in front of our home fans meant a lot to all of us. So I was really excited.
Did you sleep much that night?
Nah. After I put my phone on Do Not Disturb, I was sleeping. But before that, I was just buzzing. Calls, friends, family, just calling me to congratulate me for the win. And yeah.
Tell us about the lead up to it. When did you find out that you'd be starting? What did the coach say and what did it mean to you?
It was just the day before I found out I would be starting in the training. And they were just telling me like things I needed to do in the game and things like their weaknesses and how they match my strengths as well. So yeah.
Did it all work out as you expected? Could that have gone much better for you as a debut game?
Yeah, I missed so many chances. I think 2 really good chances I could have scored, but I was unlucky.
What did Dad say about those chances you missed?
My dad was pretty. He was proud that we won and I scored, but he was still upset about the 2 chances. He thought they were easier than the one I scored, so he was confused.
Is he always tough?
Yeah, he always wants the best for us. He wants us to be the best that we can. Yeah, so he's really tough on football. So yeah.
How much confidence did you gain from that run in the opening minute, and that kind of set you up for the whole match?
Yeah, after that run, I knew everything the coaches told me was actually true, because they said if I was to run in behind every time that I would get the ball. And the first thing I did was that, and it worked. So I was like, I'm going to try this a lot more.
And then talk us through the goal itself. Were you surprised how quickly you got one-on-one with the keeper and kept your composure?
Yeah, because Javi Lopez, the right back, got the ball and he just gave me a through ball and I was running for the ball, and then as soon as I got the ball on my feet, I just looked and the goals was right there. And then, yeah, I just took a shot.
Tell us how this, on the whole, how this journey to where you are has been and how rewarding it is to be where you are today.
The journey, it happened so quick. Everything happened so quick, from playing under 16s, Croydon, to now playing in the A-League was a pretty big jump, because half the players I play with now, I watched 2 years ago in the stands and they were just like my idols. I took photos with most of them that I remember, so which is good. But I took photos with a lot of them and they've always been my idols. And now just to share the pitch with them and just score the goal while I'm playing with them just means a lot.
What's that feeling like when you score that goal? I mean, you've scored before. When you score a goal here in front of the home fans against the old rivals, can you describe the feeling for us?
It didn't really feel real, still feel like a dream. Because I think every kid growing up wants to score at Coopers, and especially against the rivals, Melbourne Victory. It was kind of surreal when I scored. I couldn't believe it.
How do you go with, I don't know if you listened too much, but after the game, I think your coach said that you're one of, if not the greatest teenage talent that he's seen come from Australian football. How does that sit with you?
Well, it is a big compliment, and I just try my best to play well every game. I know he might say that, I don't know. I don't think it's true, but yeah.
It's like dealing with, sorry Jack, does that sort of stuff, any extra, does it put pressure on you? I mean, you're a young lad, you haven't even played that many games.
Yeah.
How do you deal with it?
Just by playing how I always play. I don't really see it as pressure, I just go out there and perform. If it's a bad day, it's a bad day. Just every day is not always a good day. So I just try to go out there, work on what the coaches said. If it doesn't go well, just next week head up. And if it does go well, then it's all right.
The coach said in the press conference that he doesn't really try to coach you, he just lets you play. Is that true?
Yeah, he gives me a little bit of information. He just tells me when I get up there, just do what I normally do. But just the structure part of it, he does coach me. But when I get up there, yeah, he doesn't really tell me anything. He just says, do what you always do. And that gives me freedom to play and do what I like to do, which I think has helped me.
What's it like having a striker as a head coach?
Yeah, it's so much better because he's played the position, he's had experience in there. So he knows when I do, like if I made a run, if it wasn't the right one, he would tell me how to make the right one. And I think it's helped me a lot.
And what have you learned off Tommy Urich so far?
Oh, Tommy's such a great player, especially at training. He's finishing, his forward runs. Sometimes I just look at him, I train him like, he's just really good, and I think I've learned a lot from him so far, and I think I'll be learning more.
Now, last season you were the youngest A-League scorer.
Yeah.
How much confidence did you gain from like that goal, and then into this season, knowing that you've already been there, you've already scored, and then you can play and have an impact this year?
Can you please repeat that, please?
How much confidence did you gain from last season when you became the youngest ever scorer?
Oh, a lot of confidence, because leading up to that time, I didn't think it was possible. I just thought I was there as an extra player just because injuries. But then after I scored, I started to believe that I can do it, and if I had the right mindset, I could do it, and it's possible. So yeah, it just boosted up my confidence a lot after that goal.
Where do you want to end up, Mo? In 10 years' time, when you've achieved everything, where do we want to see you?
In the English Premier League, playing for Chelsea.
Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea.
What did your brother say after your game on the weekend?
He just tells me things I need to improve on. Like, that's my house is. We never talk about the positive, just things you need. Obviously, he congratulates me, but just all the things I need to work on to make me better. So yeah.
And physically, how is Al Hassan going? Will he be close to being back to full fitness?
He is working hard right now because he has been out for a really long time. So he's working hard, trying to get his fitness back, and I think soon we'll be able to watch him play.
What's a Toure sort of front line looking like in the future? What's that going to do for the rest of the A-League?
That would be crazy to play with my brother. But yeah, I don't know yet. We just have to wait until he gets back.
A random question, but have you got your driver's license?
Me, I have my L's, yeah.
So who drives you to training?
If my brother doesn't drive me, I would Uber sometimes, or Jordan. He used to take me to school at the time, so yeah.
That's cool, I love that.
Are you still in school?
Yeah.
What grade?
Year 12 this year.
How does that work with football commitments?
Just one-on-one lessons with teachers after school. After training, I'll just go to school, have a couple lessons and might stay back. On days off, I'll go full day of school, yeah.
Okay. Are your parents still really big on ensuring you get your education? We've spoken in the past, and your dad has always said it's important to finish your studying. Is that still the case?
Yeah, even if I joke about dropping out of school for soccer, my dad gets mad. He wants me to finish school so bad, so I think I'll finish it and see where things go from there.